If you don't find out what you're made for, then people will tell you who you are. If you don't know you were made to be great, people will tell you that you're average, and you'll believe it. I was destined to be great. Listen, I am the handiwork of God. This means God fashioned me for greatness. This means I am positioned for a shift, and it is by design. And can I tell about 300 people something in here? When you get it, they're going to be mad at you. They're going to make you feel bad. All I want you to tell them is by design. Do you think that I thought I was going to be here? You think that I thought I deserved it? If it was up to me, I would have destroyed the whole process. But sometimes in order to get into design, you got to experience a death. Something has to die, David, for something to live. Now here's what they think. Most people don't want the death, but they want the design. Sometimes it's the death of an attitude that has to happen before you can walk in the design. Sometimes it's the death of a negative mentality that has to die before the design. Sometimes it's the thing that you were born and taught to do has to die before you can get to the design. Everybody got the same condition you got that you hang around. You're all blind, you're all crippled, you're all negative, you all have no vision. You got to get away from people who can't walk if you're going to learn to walk. You got to get away from people who don't praise if you're going to be a praise warrior. You got to get around people who pray when you cannot pray. Touch your neighbor and say, attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching? So I'm going to trust God's design over what I believe, because what I believe got me where I am, but it's also what I believe that's going to keep me from where I'm going. So I'm going to release my belief. I'm going to release the hate. I'm going to release what I think about myself. I'm going to release what you think about me. I'm going to release what I told myself. I'm going to release all of the negative thoughts that I gave myself. And I'm going to walk by faith and not by sight. I'm going to believe that the angel's going to trouble the water. I don't know if it happened after 38 years or it can happen in 38 days. Because God said it, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to trust the design. I'm going to trust it with no money. I'm going to trust it with no man. I'm going to trust it while I'm broke. I'm going to trust it while I'm frustrated. I'm going to trust it depressed. I'm going to trust it with anxiety. I'm going to trust it drunk on Hennessy. I'm going to trust it with weed in my back pocket. I'm going to trust it until God shows me. I'm a preacher here, whether y'all be like I'm not touching it. I'm a trusted high, trusted drunk. I can't kick the habit, but I can kick the doubt. I'm going to believe God until the habit becomes a memory. I'm going to live holy and walk righteous. But in the meantime, I'm going to believe the design of God and believe that I must be here for a reason. I ain't want to move to Houston. I wanted to stay where I was, but God must have pushed me here. Am I talking to it here today? You ain't want to come to this hot, humid place. You didn't want your edges to have to sweat out. You didn't want your hair being poofy after you came out of the salon. But God sent you here. And I ain't got time to be arguing about my vision in week 9. You got to know on the first day I'm about my business. That's the problem with most of us. Make any change we need to make to get somebody. And then after you get tired, you become what you want to be. That's why you got to show up as who you are so they can decide early you ain't for me. And good, because you ain't for me. I ain't got time to be arguing about how I stayed up all night because you need some time. Got something I'm after. I'm trying to give this vision my time so I can give you my time. But I can't give you my time if I can't spend no time becoming what I was designed to be. Design gives you freedom.